Hello and welcome back to another edition of When I'm Feeling Down. I just watch body cams and all of a sudden my life doesn't seem so bad anymore. This one involves a boat, an unhinged mother, and a couple of baby daddies, and unfortunately, children who deserve much better, but this is the world we live in. I appreciate you being here. Go ahead and subscribe if you're into butt stuff, and if you're not, you know what, I'll let you subscribe anyways. Here we go.
It's a beautiful day on Lake Chautauqua in Wisconsin, where one woman's temper is about to really rock the boat.
Lake Chautauqua, Wisconsin. They got the pontoon boat out. Kids are in the swimsuits. This should be a wonderful day with the family. Unfortunately, some parents just aren't capable of allowing that to happen.
Sit down and talk, okay? I'm telling you to sit down and talk right now.
Dude, and you're telling me you're taking my kids, but you don't even know their dad's name. So,
maybe I misspoke on the father's name of the caller, but both fathers, I spoke to both of them.
Why would you call the dads of my children?
They called us. That's why we're here. They called us.
I have, and my lawyer said that I get them until the date that is on my phone. Okay. My lawyer said I get them until the date that's on my phone.
You're looking at 34-year-old Alicia Orzel, mom of 3, who was just informed that both of her kids' fathers have called requesting the children be returned.
We can't just come and get them. I need That's like isn't that like a civil matter?
That's between you and the courts.
Yeah,
okay?
I have kids.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling right now.
So right out of the gates, we got a messy situation. There's clearly some sort of custody battle going on between her and 2 baby daddies. Both of the baby daddies apparently called the cops to go get the kids from her. I don't know if that's because she has them outside of her allotted window, or if she might have said something or posted something or done something to make them concerned for their own kids' safety. What we're about to find out, though, is interesting. Let's keep it going.
I don't even know the name of the
Stop yelling right now. Sit down. Sit down and talk.
No.
You're scaring the children.
You're scaring my children. You're scaring me coming here telling me you're going to take my kids and you don't even know the name of the dad.
Police know the man, seen here with Alicia, is allegedly behind the initial reports. Let's see what he has to say.
See, this is interesting because...
Ted, do you know why we're here? You can speak up too, sir, because I'm pretty sure you know why we're here.
Talking quietly.
With that man seemingly unwilling to fess up, Alicia decides it's time to make a phone call.
First of all, what a spineless jellyfish. Good Lord. If you're telling me that he's the one, what I'm understanding is that he's one of the ones, or the guy that initiated the call initially, like you're on the boat with them, and instead of like dealing with the situation, you called the cops to come and take the kids away from her. I'm so confused. And then there's a second baby daddy in the picture. And then when the cop asks you, like, what's going on, you don't have the nuts to speak up and say anything. You just kind of like sulk back and, oh God, these kids don't stand a fucking chance, you spineless loser. I'm really jumping to conclusions. I know nothing about this man. Maybe he just doesn't want her to get heated because she knows how she gets. I don't know, but she's about to call the lawyer here.
I'm calling my lawyer.
That's fine. But we're going to take the kids.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
No, you're not.
Kids, you guys have life jackets?
Can you grab your life jackets? We'll get this straightened out when we get back to the house, okay?
Like, look at him just sitting there, like, don't saying something, like, stand up, engage, talk to the police about what's going on. If you're the one that actually initiated the call, talk to them about why. Like, what are we doing here?
We're going to the house.
It's okay. You're okay.
Okay?
Moments later,
poor kids,
Alicia gets
like-
a hold of that alleged lawyer. Let's see how far that gets her.
So the next 2 minutes, Alicia's on the phone with her lawyer. It's hard to hear what she's saying with the boat engine in the background, but by the sound of it, she's not getting the answers she had hoped for. The police wait patiently and even kindly suggest she stop swearing in front of the kids eventually.
I'm supposed to let my kids go to these random cops to show up on a boat?
Lisa, stop swearing.
As respectable as that is, judging from the nature of this video, a couple of swears are probably the least of the children's worries.
Police decide they've had enough and board the pontoon.
Alicia, you're going to go in handcuffs.
Please, I don't want to.
No, Mommy, I don't want to do that,
It's
Mommy.
okay. You guys can come across.
As always, my heart shatters into 1 million pieces when there is kids involved in these body cam videos, because no matter who wins a bitter custody battle between an unhinged woman and her baby daddies, the kids just lose. Now, initially I was like, what kind of person calls the cops in this situation instead of dealing it with themselves? But in hindsight, I'm wondering, maybe sometimes there's probably a history of erratic behavior and probably fights that I'm sure the kids have been subject to. And, cops in these situations, when they come and try to help out, they're almost always super empathetic with the kids, which is great. And as scary as it might be to have cops there trying to control the situation for the kids, may be better than having an unhinged blowout battle between the two parents or the three parents, the baby daddies and the mother, with no mediation, and that could get out of control. Certainly it's the type of thing that maybe that's happened before, but...
Let's go ahead and step right down here. I can hold your hand here. I'll step right down towards me. There you go. All right. That's right. Can you grab that blue life jacket?
Maybe you should know what the f*** you're going to say before the f*** you come here. Come in here saying the wrong name of the f***ing dad. You piece of cop.
I don't like, she keeps harping on that. Like, you didn't even know the dad's name. It's like, all right, he got it confused. Like, that holds zero bearing on this situation. The fact is that they both called, and it's starting to become clear why, because you can't handle this situation with any sort of poise.
Sorry I misspoke, Alicia.
Yeah.
Come on, and I'll help the other one put that orange one on here. Okay.
You need anything else, or you got her?
No, we're just...
Okay, sweet.
Where are you guys
I'm going back to the house.
What house?
The house where you guys are staying to get their belongings. We're going to this landing over here where we belong.
I mean, this is fucking insane. I can't even, as a father, I can't imagine like being on a boat with my kids, and all of a sudden cops roll up and they're like, "Yeah, we're just taking your kids. See you later." I'd be like, "Fuck, you are." That said, there's obviously either precedent or something going on. Like, they have good reason to do so. I don't, we don't know the exact context leading up to this, but Jesus, man.
This is all stuff to take to them.
Okay, that back.
Are they not coming up here? I don't get to see them again.
They're not here right now, no.
So you guys, you guys are just coming to get their stuff? Like,
Yep.
I thought Greg was coming up here and I would get to say goodbye to my kids.
Here's the deal, ma'am. If you wouldn't have acted the way you did on the boat, we would have put that
Obviously
position.
not if you're not letting me say goodbye.
Ma'am, if you wouldn't have acted that way on the boat, we would have we would have brought him here, we would have done whatever we needed to.
100%. Every time we watch these videos, it always comes down to the fact that it would have been so much easier. The situation could have gone so much smoother if the person in question just had an ounce of self-restraint and emotional control. Like, if you could just realize that by being standoffish and treating them in the way that you did, it makes them less willing to want to cooperate with you, and they're just there. They're going to do the job they need to do and get out of there. If you're amicable and we're like, "Hey, well, can we talk about this? Why?" Like, you probably could have all went back together and you could have said bye to your kids and packed their little lunch for them to go back to their dad. Like, this is the problem with parents that don't have any sort of emotional control, is it just the kids bear the weight of it, and it's fucking sad.
Police are able to get most of the kids' stuff, but a missing booster seat soon reopens a can of worms.
Oh, Jesus.
So, can we get the booster seat out of your truck? Can we get the booster seat out of the truck?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, is there anything else left in there? I'm not coming in. If there's anything else that she wants to bring out, or otherwise we'll get out of here.
There's no way she can say goodbye to them.
They're not coming here. It's...
But we need an hour or something.
I don't think so.
Call Greg. Get a hold of Greg, see where they're meeting. You can get a hold of Greg, it's gonna be the Olden White House.
If the dads are okay with it, that's fine. But
Yeah,
right
that's
now,
fine.
yeah. I can at least grab the seat quick.
It should be unlocked.
Okay. All right.
He's in.
All right. I'll come back in just a minute and kind of see what's going on, all right?
Thank you.
Officers grab the booster seat and return to talk to the man.
You should try to get out of here, man.
Yeah, she's gotta go. She's destroying my house. I'm down 2 TVs and a bunch.
Destroying your house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's broken glass in the bedroom from what she fixed and all that she's on.
Has she hit you?
Yeah.
When did she hit you?
Yesterday morning. With
Yesterday
rocks in the
morning?
driveway.
She was throwing rocks at you.
No, she was using them as brass knuckles.
Oh.
Rocks.
Okay.
You've been there.
She was using, did he say she was using rocks as brass knuckles? Is that what he just said? The fuck?
Has she hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of
When
course
did
she
hit
has.
you?
Yesterday morning. With
Yesterday
rocks in the
morning?
driveway.
She was throwing rocks at you.
No, she was using them as brass knuckles. Rocks.
Using a fistful of rocks as brass knuckles. So
She seems sweet.
this is a very, what seems like a clear case of just an incredibly abusive relationship from the female side, which sucks. Abuse in any form, regardless of who it's coming from, is always tragic.
I'd really not get involved in it this time, man, so be ready, boys. She's gotta go.
Come on, we're not trying to take her anywhere. We just... But if there's a problem here, we can't leave you with that
Yeah,
either.
I can't.
Does she have somewhere she can go? One of
No.
these vehicles hers?
Yes, but she won't leave.
So you want her out?
Yes.
We can get her out here for you. If that's what you want, we can have her removed.
But then she's going to come back, and she's threatened to kill all my family at least 12 times.
Oh, you need a restraining order to start with.
Yeah, I know.
Seconds later, Alicia decides it's time to make another appearance.
Yeah, she won't leave. She's broken all my TVs. She keeps beating me up with fistful of rocks, uses brass knuckles, and she's threatened to kill my family like 10 times. Good Lord, dude. I just did, in the last podcast I did on my podcast channel, last week I was talking about a toxic relationship that I was in previously, and quite frankly, after hearing that, my relationship maybe was not as toxic as I thought it was, because what the fuck? How do you... oh, God.
You're having kids taken away from you, and the only thing that she could do is get them into Mike's and Greg's hands.
Your mom.
They don't want to do that.
What are you guys doing here?
We were just here to get some of the stuff.
Dad, right now, Ted is probably trying to tell me I'm not stable in the house, and there's 2 cops at the door, so they're probably getting ready to take me.
That is not what's going on.
Then I need you guys to go.
That's not how this is going to go.
And walk away. Grab your stuff and fly.
Just go home. Like your dad said. I got a problem, guys.
Alicia makes a dramatic exit, but police aren't far behind.
This is wild, dude. We've reached the inflection point. Say it every time in these videos. When there's people like this that are just emotionally unstable, it's like it just kind of bubbles. You see the behavior's bad, and then they hit the cliff, and then it's gonna be just fucking absolute unadulterated chaos from here on out, if I had to guess.
Don't hit my dog!
Dad, I'm here. I can hear you.
Not kick
I am talking to my dad for a second.
Then talk. I'm going to stand right here while you do it.
Dad.
After allegedly kicking that dog, the suspect continues her conversation.
I want to talk to Ted privately.
No, you're done there, please.
Mom, Dad, stop.
Dad, stop it,
I
Dad.
don't care, Dad. I'm saying something. I want to talk to Ted privately.
It isn't gonna help, please.
Dad, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the officer.
That's not going to happen.
Why?
Sorry.
Because of what you just did, that's not going to
No
happen.
more requests granted.
Because I scurried away and got back from him?
You were kicking.
Please.
The dog was in my face.
Okay. You're not talking to him privately right now. That's not how it's going to go.
Later in the court, just cooperate with Ralph. Are you still with me about it?
I need you guys to come up here, Dad, and help me. I have a lot of stuff.
Police give our suspect time to talk, but eventually decide it's time to move on.
Well,
If I was Ted, I'd be like, hell yeah, Dad and Mom, get over here, help her. Get her stuff. Bring a fucking pickup truck. I will have all that shit bagged up in trash bags and ready to put in that pickup truck the second you roll in here. And when she's gone, I'm going to go get a restraining order, and then we're never going to see each other again. And I don't know if Ted, if he's like one of the baby's daddies, maybe they have a new kid together and she's got some older kids with an ex. Just a whole 275-degree microwaved bag of shit show going on with this lady.
we got to come up with a solution for what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Right now I'm talking to my dad.
Okay. But we can't stand here all night, so we got to come up with a solution now.
Okay.
Okay?
So you guys are going to stand here while I grab everything that's mine?
Well, I'm going to give you a couple options. Okay? I'm sure Ted is nice enough to make arrangements so you can get the rest of your stuff, get what you need for tonight,
Reasonable.
and you go,
Get out of here.
or you're going to have to go with us because you can't stay here.
I will give you a stick and a handkerchief, and you make one of those little vagabond handkerchief sacks full of your belongings and get to kicking a can, please.
What were my options?
I said you can gather up the stuff you need for
leave,
tonight, and you can go,
You can leave.
and Ted will make arrangements to get the rest of your stuff
Why
to
can't
you.
Ted and I go through everything together and you guys just stand there?
Because we don't have
Why
a night
do you
to do
think?
that. You're going to have to make other arrangements if you have that much stuff. So your options are you get what you need and go, or we're going to take you. And I don't want to take you. Okay? I would rather just do this peacefully.
And survey says, what did she choose? I'll give you one guess. If you guessed peacefully, well, I'm sorry, you just have not been paying attention. But if you guessed, let's get the taser out, now you might be onto something.
Alicia starts to gather her things, with one item taking high priority.
I need some medicine and I need such a
It's right there.
Yeah, I know where my
He was in your way. He was in your way. I was just trying to...
The medicine.
He didn't think
Yep.
you him.
Might be time for a dose, honestly.
Amen.
Well, there's a whole
Am I
lot.
allowed to take any of the weed or no?
There is none.
Well, you're not allowed to possess it, so no.
Wait, oh yeah, Wisconsin? That's so funny, dude. Like how there's still states it's illegal. The cop's like, well, you can't even possess it, so no, you can't take it.
I'm not worried about it. Get your stuff.
No, I'm getting half my weed.
You're not taking it with you.
Well, if we're... Well, actually, technically, it's not mine, though, so...
It doesn't matter whose it is. You can't legally possess it.
Right.
Smart.
Police follow the suspect
cops are
into
like,
the
"What the
basement,
fuck are
where
we
she
doing?"
continues searching for the marijuana in front of police, despite it being illegal in Wisconsin.
It looks like they're in the middle of a basement right out here, maybe painting the kids' room. We got a purple, a blue wall. Looks like that's probably not going to go the way they had planned as far as building a budding life together there. You know what? Maybe if she finds the weed, just let her take a couple tokes and maybe we can iron things out here.
Here. Wonder what she did with it, Ted.
Love her priorities here. This house is
What
nice.
about my couch? I want this in my couch. Somehow.
We're not worried about that today. You need the necessities.
I have...
Ma'am, I just gave you your options. You get your necessities and leave on your own.
I'm trying to find my... I lived here for over a year. I'm looking for my stuff.
None of your necessities are down here. It's under construction.
Alicia gives up the search and returns to the closet.
Man, you couldn't find the weed? Out of all the things you fucked up today, Alicia, I thought you'd at least be able to know where you kept the kind buds. But you're just 0 for the century.
This situation goes from bad to worse.
Uh-oh.
Do you think you could bring me some tubs? So I could put my in?
Some what?
I don't think you need that much, do you?
Some tugs?
You're just supposed to be going...
I'm still taking my necessity clothes with me and all my military equipment. All my military files. I'm going to need more than this.
I'm going.
Ex-military?
Tubs, Ted. We bought tubs.
Tubs.
Like with a f***ing lid on
Ma'am.
it.
You need to stop yelling.
Is he retarded or he doesn't understand? We bought
ma'am,
tubs. We bought tubs.
This is your last...
I said tub, Ted, not a fucking laundry basket! A tub has a lid! That's for the laundry, Ted! Are you retarded? Ted, the goddamn tubs! Where's my weed? Where's my weed? Where's my weed?
If you continue to yell and swear, you are going to go into custody. I've had enough.
Swearing?
Yes, I've had enough. Get your stuff and let's go.
I'm getting my stuff. I'm allowed to swear.
You are not.
Freedom of speech.
Uh-oh.
This close.
Yeah.
Get your stuff.
I got in trouble doing the same you do. I mean, I got hurt doing the same you do.
Get your stuff and
I'm
let's
getting
go.
my stuff. Quit telling me to do it.
I have brought tubs.
Oh, now you want to bring tubs.
Please load the tubs.
After repeated attempts to hurry along our
Ted is just a
suspect,
battered dog, dude. This poor bastard. I mean, when you're in a really toxic relationship and you've moved in together and lived together for a while, it's like you just get so emotionally, and in this case, it sounds like physically beaten down that you can tell he's just defeated, and it's too bad. And I'm not exonerating Ted. Certainly, maybe there's an element that he plays into their dynamic, but sometimes you just gotta run far and long and never look back, Ted.
officers decide enough is enough.
He don't get in trouble for all the he has, but I get in trouble. That's so funny. That's so typical of you guys. Huh.
Ma'am, if I wanted you to be in trouble, I'd have took you to jail a long time ago.
Would have.
You're trying my patience.
Yeah.
Get your stuff and let's go.
Do you not see me getting my stuff?
I told you to get your necessities.
And I'm getting my... You see my necessities?
That's not necessary.
My medicine? My stuff from the military?
That's enough.
He's like, fuck this. We're done. Oh, boy. Oh, we're kicking. Oh, no.
Police deploy a taser
the red
after
dot.
Alicia allegedly hit one officer multiple times.
Yeah.
Turn over on your belly now.
Oh, got him.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your
The guard
back.
screams. Honestly, I think that if they didn't, you know, like you can say what you want about the engagement there. They've been dealing with this woman all afternoon, and if they didn't do something, she would have been getting her stuff for the rest of the day. And probably just, she was just waiting and pushing and waiting for something to happen, clearly.
Let the ambulance know. Ma'am, what conditions do you have?
Don't even talk to me.
Okay.
Dad, this is the second time they jump on all over me.
Jesus Christ, she's still on the phone with her father?
Getting my stuff.
The fuck? She's. Why are they letting her still be on the phone with her father? I don't understand that. I've seen other videos where it's like, yeah, your phone, no thanks. And at this point now that they've engaged and she's cuffed, like, how in the world is she still on the phone with her father? Did he hear the tasing?
The second time they jump on all over me.
Honey, yeah, just take the tase. Yeah, just don't resist it. All right. Are you done being tased? Okay, just do it. Do what they say, honey. I know. Well, we're at 3.5 hours now on this phone call. Why don't you know what? Just call me when you get to jail. That would be great.
I was getting my stuff.
Okay,
You have to let me talk to me the whole time I'm getting my stuff.
Ted, the fucking tubs with the lids, Ted! How is she supposed to put her stuff in a laundry basket? She just got the tubs 10 seconds ago. Let her get her stuff and put it in the tubs with the lids. God damn it, Ted.
That's her dad right here on the phone.
Yeah. Hey, I'll talk to you in a couple minutes.
Inexplicable that her dad has still just been on speakerphone this entire time. What is going on?
Sir, we got to finish this. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you in a couple minutes. We ready?
Okay. You want to come grab her then, and I can roll her up?
Yeah.
All right. Roll her on your left side first. Okay.
We gotta get them probes out too, so.
Okay. Roll her on your left side, okay?
Yeah, you see all these bruises on me? That's what you guys did to me the other day, too. That's what you guys did to me the other day,
I wasn't here the other day.
Yeah, well, all these bruises on.
So, again, we didn't have context going into this. Clearly, maybe they responded to a domestic a couple days ago, it sounds like. Maybe when she was using rocks out of the driveway as brass knuckles while she was beating her boyfriend.
Alicia is led out to a patrol car where she's headed for jail, now with multiple charges.
Yeah.
Anything on you that's gonna stick me, poke me, hurt me?
Maybe, I don't know.
Go ahead and take a seat in there.
So she's at least cooperating now, which is interesting.
Alicia Orzel was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer and misdemeanor disorderly conduct for domestic abuse.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. A couple times. Rowan's right here, and a couple times in the back, but I'm good. Ian should be just about here.
Okay.
I'll have him follow you up. I say, if you just get her there, I will do the rest.
And as for those children,
Oh, yum. All right, cool. You guys want anything to drink? You sure? Okay.
that nice officer took them to get ice cream while they waited for a guardian to arrive.
What a guy. Just tragic, as always. She was clearly unwell. You know, she wasn't as bad as some of the people we've seen, like after they got her subdued. She wasn't resisting after she had the cuffs on, the whole 9 yards, but she was clearly combative and just made the situation way worse than it needed to be. But that's no surprise given the history of some of the things we heard about the abuse, etc. The punchline is always that no matter what happens between the adults, it's always the kids that get fucked. I mean, it's so important for children to have positive role models in their life, typically parental, and when it's the opposite of that, when you are like, you know, luckily they weren't there during all of that, you know what I mean? They just had a little bit of a mishap on the boat. But you have to imagine, you know, in a relationship that's gone on that long, multiple baby daddies, they've just been subject to some pretty fucked up shit, which they'll carry into adulthood and, you know, spend their life reckoning with. But that's not to say they can't grow up to be great. That's the beautiful part. Sometimes the silver lining of shitty parents is there are occasions where the children grow up to become incredible parents because they had a great example of exactly how not to be a parent. which is best case scenario, and I hope that for these kids. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. As tragic as these are sometimes, it does have the silver lining side effect of making our lives seem a little bit less fucked up, right? You know, maybe our problems aren't as big as we thought they were. Or maybe they are. I don't know your situation, in which case, God bless. But I can't wait to see you in the next video. We'll see you soon. Peace.